Hey everyone, this is Starvable. I'm back with another video. So thank you all so much for the subscribers. I'm past 50 subscribers now, so I really appreciate each and every one of you. And anybody who liked the video or watched the video, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. But I just wanted to talk about just a few things today, maybe like a little bit of why I think gaming has become a little bleak and a little bland and unexciting and, you know, all this stuff. Like, I've been playing games for my whole life. So I've seen the ups and downs of every era, from the Xbox 360 to the PS3 to the PS4 to the PS5 and PC from, I don't know, I think it was 2019 when I first started playing PC. I think the industry has changed a lot, where it's not so much player first anymore, and it's more, hey, we're trying to make money. And we're gonna that's our goal. We're not gonna care as much about you, the people who are buying this game or buying a game to play, you know, spending your hard-earned money on their product. And, you know, honestly, it's a lot of the times the company's fault. It's not the developer's fault, you know, like from what I've looked into and what I've realized, that developers are honestly a lot of the time really cool people, and you know, you'll have those odd developers here and there that are not in tune with the players and knowing what they want. And when you see that, you start to realize, like, it's not the developers. And so I've looked at a lot of companies lately, and I've looked at their games, and I've played a lot of their games. I find myself going back to old games more than I find myself playing new games. You know, that could be a myriad of whatever reasons. Like, it could be the game doesn't run as well, the game has glitches, the game isn't polished, right? There's all of these things that combine into why I wouldn't want to play a game. And I feel that there's as many people out there that feel the same way about games as I do. That love for video games and that like passion to want to even play them anymore is just gone. Like, sometimes I don't even play anymore because I don't have a game that I know that the developers or the company behind it truly like cares about the game. So I love going back to old games. That's why I played, you know, the Halo Master Chief Collection edition, and I love Halo. I used to play it when I was younger. I've always loved Halo. I just never was like super into it. It's been a game that I come to on and off just for fun. I really underestimated the like amount of work and dedication that came from these old games, because a lot of the games that we see today, especially indie games, are the games that really financially are successful or are doing the best because they are labors of love, or they are like, you know, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call it, they put the player first and they make an enjoyable game, or they know what they want to do. And so many games today, I just can't even sit down and play because whether they're not fully thought through, or the game is unfinished and unpolished and just unenjoyable to play entirely, I can't really force myself to play something I'm not happy with. I've realized that that's why I love old games. Old games are my like favorite. I've always gone back to play them, like I said. Tony Hawk, some of my favorite games. Halo, like I said. You know, Black Ops 2, I had so many hours in. And, you know, a game I can't even play anymore is Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite like all the time on PlayStation. I think this is gonna be crazy, but I have 1,000 hours on Fortnite on my PlayStation. And that's like, it was only 2017 maybe to like 2019, 2020. And I haven't really gone into a game as much as that since Valorant. I played Valorant a lot when it first came out in beta, and that was like really fun to me, but I don't really find it very interesting or anything like that anymore, because each and every game has their life cycle, and we see the issues and whatever reason that games get ruined. And I hope that developers start learning that the players can decide not to buy their game, or that we just don't want to play their game, because it's not good. We are not forced to buy your game. You are providing something for us to buy. It should be enjoyable. You should care about what it's like to play. You should care so much about how the game plays, and yet there's so little attention to that anymore. So like Stalker 2 Chernobyl, that game is great, right? They have an amazing AI system, everything. I haven't gotten to play the game because the game doesn't run good on my computer, and I have a mid-range computer that can run, you know, Overwatch at 240 FPS. It could run Fortnite at 200 something FPS. So it's not a bad computer by any means, and it has like a 2070 Super in it. That's not a bad card, and it still holds up pretty well today. I personally think that, you know, with the lack of optimization and the increased amount of microtransactions that are just very predatory against the players, there's so many reasons why we don't want to play video games anymore. You shouldn't feel bad for not enjoying gaming anymore, because they've ruined it. I mean, if you really sit down and think, like, why am I not enjoying games anymore? You'll realize that it's not because gaming isn't fun. It's because the things that these developers are doing, like Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, has some of the most egregious things I think I've ever seen. There is allegations currently against them for looking into your computer and grabbing your screen's like footage and making an AI replica of you. If you've been feeling like you're wondering like, hey, why is Black Ops 6 still running in the background after I closed it? It's because it's boosting its player count. It still counts the game as open. They also track a lot of other things. Like I believe if you have a face cam, they will track your emotions to see how much you're enjoying the game. Like, that is not something that should be going on. They're also creating a botnet out of people's computers. And it's ridiculous that nobody is talking about this, or there's little to any coverage other than people that are actually trying to protect you, like YouTubers that care. There's a few that I've seen that talk about it. There's a video that goes really deep into it. He is working, I don't think he is, but there's another YouTuber who's working with a federal agency to see if there's anything going on, like wrongdoing, and they've found a lot of bad things. So don't beat yourself up for not enjoying the new game or that new title that you just spent $60 on and aren't enjoying it. It's not your fault. The games today are being predatory and trying to grab every little bit of your attention. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about like why I feel like gaming isn't nearly as fun or interesting to me anymore. Like I said, I find myself always going back to these old games because that was a point of time where people really cared about their work, and they were given enough time to work on the stuff that they loved, and they weren't forced to push stuff out with deadlines. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all so much for everything that you guys have done over the past couple of days. I really appreciate each and every one of you once again, and I will see you guys in my next video.